Hello and welcome to the Trampled Bat Podcast, episode 108. I'm Gary Black, and joining me this week is Chris Conroy.
We were through this last week. Is this no 109?
No, it's 108.
I thought this was 110.
And that's John Gavin.
Right, okay then, 108.
Podcast number 172.
It's like a fucking bleep test gone wrong. Welcome to podcast number 204. You've missed some.
Just put one out like that. Welcome to podcast 3000.
We missed,
Folk will be like, what's happened to me?
we missed a number out deliberately just to see if them did notice.
Aye.
Well, yeah, there was outrage. We got tons and tons of emails and texts about it. Hence our text line.
Did you get faxes and stuff as well, aye?
My pager was just shaking off the table.
One of those manila coloured brother ones that sat in the corner of the office next to the Nescafe mug.
A lot of hate mail that week.
We've been getting hate mail.
Aye.
So, John, you've got a big event coming up this week.
I do have a big event this week coming up. It's the Friday night, Webster Theatre in Glasgow. Show. I'm doing a show. I was about to tell you what the show was before telling you I was actually doing a show.
Yeah.
It's called 10 out of 10. And it's like 10 years worth of all the mad things that's happened.
Is it going to be a greatest hits or the...
But a greatest hits. There's also got to be some new stuff in there as well. There's a break in the middle. That's
how long the show is.
I'm doing two 45-minute sections.
Intermission?
No support acts. Because I'm not a fucking pansy.
Do you know,
The intermission music. Atmosphere by Joy Division. Don't walk away.
Okay, who's ready for a beer? We're going for a wee intermission. I've made up my favourite krautrock playlist.
You guys like Noi?
We've got time for 2/3 of one song. It's a 15-minute intermission.
Buy tickets to it. It would be smashing if people bought
John,
more tickets.
I've tried to nail you down. If people turn up at the door and say, "Can I get a 2-for-1 in Trampled Bat vouchers?" Will they get it?
The listeners, if they stay tuned on Friday, we may make an announcement.
Okay.
Depending how ticket sales have gone by Friday.
I think you'd be better nailing your cars to the master.
Yeah, I'd honestly just come and see it. It'll be all right.
He's going to make me buy tickets.
Tell you what.
You going?
Aye.
I mean, I think if enough of you turn up, I may read more Chris Akabusi porn.
Oh, okay.
Tickle your chin that way if you really want.
Tickle your chin.
So you'd say it's the comedy equivalent of concentrate Ribena? You've distilled the...
It's the comedy. It's just the comedy equivalent of funny comedy. It's no shite. It's not about like, oh fucking my dad died and then I had a big revelation and then I was running on a treadmill. It's just fucking. It's just me fucking
pretty much
telling jokes.
64% Edinburgh there.
There's no ukuleles. I've got the option of a slide with a projector and stuff like that, and I was going to do stuff with that, but I've not really thought that through, and I don't know.
To Dave Gorman.
Well, I mean, I was just maybe going to put some pictures up of some of the things, and then explain why that picture's a funny picture. I know that's what a lot of the guys do.
A lot of them want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. Listen, it'll be a great show. If you just like funny jokes, this is the one to buy tickets for. Do you know what? I thought, see the way to expand me and Gary were talking about this, the way to expand your podcast audience is something we've never done.
What's that?
Where you get guests on and interview them and then they share it with their followers. So, do you know what? I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go through the comedy festival, the Glasgow Comedy Festival brochure and see if there's anybody interesting worth, maybe somebody Australia, America, maybe travelling in, going, you're only going to get them once. Day your show, do you want to come in here for an hour? We'll do a quick podcast and we'll put it out. There's fucking nothing worth seeing. If you're only going to buy one Glasgow Comedy Festival ticket, this is the one.
See, even if you've bought another ticket to something else, come and see this as well.
Yeah.
And again, what you can always do is use my show as a barometer for how good that other show is.
And listen, see if there are any sponsors out there, not for us, for the Glasgow Comedy Festival next year, going to fling them some money so we can get some bigger acts in here. somebody just in the cusp.
It's the same. And again, I don't know how far back in the podcast, the history you'd have to go back to here. I think we've had this conversation about my marketing skills at least fucking 4 times on this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I think Jeremy Ratner does your fucking PR, man.
It's not very. I'm really.
Did we read a Facebook? Did we read a Facebook post for you this week saying, "Oh, it'll probably no be shite"?
That is exactly what I said.
It will probably no be shite.
No. I never wrote it'll probably no be shite. I wrote it'll no be shite.
But
that's the confidence you need.
I thought that might have. Well, that was a wee bit of an experiment. Based on all the shit patter that I see on Twitter,
right?
Of folks saying, "Oh, it's pure mental when you're out, and then you've got slippers. Wish you could wear slippers all the time, eh? 50 million fucking retweets. Oh, mind when your ma used to iron your clothes. Brilliant, eh? Fucking, what was that? Fucking getting all this traction. There's a lot of shite. Mind when you used to go out and you'd wellies. The wellies are right good. And it's spelt in such a fucked up way.
Aye, the syntax.
Why
that's called Scottish Twitter.
Why do they put lit? L-I-T?
What?
Lit?
I think lit means 2 different things. In an American sense, it means it's in fire.
Mm-hmm.
But it's replaceable for the word like.
I mean, it's saving a lot of time. It's saving a lot of time dropping that one letter.
Aye. And how hard do you need to travel to get to the T when the K and the E are right next to one another?
You can make up for a lot of shite chat if you have a very attractive profile picture.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Not that I'm denigrating your looks, John.
All right, I thought you were talking about just profile pictures that might have popped up on your Twitter timeline.
No.
And you go, well, that lassie looks like she's put a lot of effort in the day.
Go and see John's show. If you're not doing anything on Friday, go and see John's show and then...
Yeah, go and see it.
He'll give you some time afterwards, personal one-on-one time.
So he is quite good like that.
Well, as long as you're not a fucking helmet.
Just Monday waiting for the Daily Record to come out and it just says, the man lunged through the crowd while Gavin signed autographs for sick children.
See, when I come off, if you want to talk to me, you can, but you'll probably find I'm quite weird for the first couple of minutes because I get quite shy after I've been on.
Aye?
I don't really, I just get all kind of like nervous.
Do you know what, John? I can't remember having a conversation with you or being at a gig where you've ever had a bad gig.
No. No, I've had a few, but the hit rate's very high for good gigs.
For good gigs.
And the bad gigs were generally, although I maybe wasn't that great, were usually attributed to other factors.
There was maybe a bit of prep work with...
like a Def Leppard tribute band playing in the bar next door in a pub in fucking Arbroath.
Have you been in here on a Tuesday yet when Techno Peter's been next door?
No, but I've heard the podcasts. He likes his beats. He likes his beats, the big man. Have you ever approached him? He
tried to get us to half for the Wi-Fi, but we never heard from him again.
Right.
I think I was too weird. I was the wrong person to send out to.
Aye, I sent you to talk to him because I thought, do you know what? This is precisely what Gary's needing. This type of interaction, a negotiation.
Try to bring you your shell a wee bit.
Yeah, and instead I took him into my shell with me, and he didn't like it.
Okay. Right, likes his beats.
When's this podcast going to come out?
This is going to come out on Wednesday.
Right, come out on Wednesday. Do you know what? Don't bother putting this one to the Patreon first. Just put everything out.
Yep.
We'll do something extra for the Patreons because we've got questions. We did videos last week.
Oh yeah, we've got videos on the Patreon.
So we put the video. So the extra for the Patreons this week, I'll maybe be a wee bit of chat and a video with John and Gary answering the question that we got in the Patreon this week. We're sorry that we're putting it all out in the one day, but John's kids need to eat.
Yeah,
we are not going to lose the date. This is Wednesday. What date's Wednesday?
13th.
13th. You have 2.5 days to organise babysitters and go and see John.
Bring pals. bring all your pals.
Minibus hire is relatively cheap on a Friday night.
Right across from Kelvin Bridge Underground.
Tickets available.
On street parking outside.
I
can't remember, they're either £12 or £10. One of the prices.
There's £5 if you turn up with a pal and you say you use the voucher that pays. Can you imagine how uncomfortable John Gavin's going to be when you turn up demanding your half price 2-for-1 ticket?
And my mom's paid full price. Poor Hazel.
Well, she has to.
I know.
He went all high pitched there.
I know, because I was thinking of my mum's sad face.
Would you rather a fiver or fuck all?
Let's not get into this sooner. Let's get into this closer to the time.
That's a conversation we should have had in December.
I know. My fucking organisational skills are appalling.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's John Gavin Under Pressure this Friday at Webster's Theatre.
10 out of 10, that's what it's called. No relation to the Paulinatini song.
Or the review.
No, because the review's out of 10, Gary. Get it round you, it's only 5.
So, who died?
There's a couple. Who's your first one on the list? Oh, Kelly Catlin.
Yeah.
Who's that?
It's Chris Hard.
No, it's just a sad story. 23-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Triple world champion American cyclist.
All right.
Suicide during the week, yeah?
Aye.
The turn of the year, our father released a statement saying, listen, we've lost our daughter to suicide. But then there was other details started coming through. Like, she'd done an interview in the early part of the year saying that she was finding studying and the training workload really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going, do you know what, that can't put a toll on a young mind. You know, it kind of, there is no other way out. But the story that came out yesterday was she had a really bad concussion about 3 months ago, and her behaviour had changed, and there was maybe something in the concussion that changed her behaviour, and sort of
fucking hell.
Just a really sad story. Imagine being a 3-time world champion by the time of 23, and
then just going, that's...
I'm checking out.
Mm.
We did a wee bit. We chatted a wee bit about that stuff last week with Keith Flint.
Yeah, that one's still, with me, is still tough, the Keith Flint one. But listen, I don't want to kind of go at it again, but
we're going to say this. We're going to say this again. See if anybody is having problems and they've got nobody to talk to. John Gavin, Webster's Theatre, 15th of March.
Yeah, buy tickets. But
do get in touch. We'll shine that light in your eyes. We'll look in your ears. We'll see if there's any straw-coloured liquid coming out of your ears. Make sure the skull isn't fractured, and then go, are you needing any help? Get in touch if you're toiling.
I must admit, I hadn't seen that story. That's a heavy one.
Did I see she was saying it was like juggling knives? She described trying to do the study and training.
Aye.
Just too much going on.
Well, imagine you've got the uni exam coming up on the Friday and your coach is going, no, you need to be fit for Saturday, you need to get the training. It's a lot.
I think as well the American sort of university sports sort of industry is very tough. Like, you've only got the place at university because you can do the sport, and you can only do the sport because the university are funding your training. So you can't really...
See if you've won 3 world championships, you fucking paid for your social sciences degree.
Yeah.
Look at the Laura Muir, the runner. Like, she went to uni and she's now a qualified vet.
Right.
So, like, when she was like running in the Olympics and stuff like that, she was at uni. Like, and I mean, I'd imagine to fucking do the vet stuff must be like a lot of work. It's not like joinery.
See my fucking pet hate about vets.
Pet hate, was that?
Do you know what?
That was fucking low, man.
I'm just on a different level. I didn't even realise I was doing it.
What do you hate about vets?
Is see every time, well, not every time, see 6 times out of 10, somebody, if I talk about vets, always say, you know, it takes you longer to be a vet than be a doctor.
I didn't know that.
It does.
It's mere animals, I suppose.
Exactly, John. See, if you're fucking a doctor, you're only looking after one carcass, aren't you?
Aye.
Imagine looking after an ark.
Hunters.
Of course, there's a bit more fucking reading. There's more than a year's reading.
You've got to know how to resuscitate an ant.
Aye, llamas. Do you know what I mean? Llamas.
I'd also like to point out that my show 10 out of 10 has got a joke about a vet in it.
Oh.
There you go.
There's a fact you can slip in or not. Dentists.
I'm trying to get as many of these in as I can.
Dentists take longer than doctors as well.
I've got jokes about dentists and all. Jokes about all sorts of shit.
Don't tell them too much.
The
one of the other deaths this week was Mark Hollis from the band Talk Talk.
We missed that.
See, It's My Life is honestly it's one of the first songs that I've always put on any kind of iPod
party to kill it.
No, do you know, it's just, it's not really a party tune.
I only
It's
know
more
the
of a
No Doubt
moody
version, which I think probably says more about me than it does the song.
Oh, man.
Do you know what?
That version's horrible. That version's fucking grim.
See, my last year at school, and they had tea in the park at Strathclyde Park.
2007.
Aye. Primary school. High school.
All right, Rain Man.
No, but it wasn't.
No, it's just Gary, just pulling out the year out his arse.
I think it'd have been 1997.
Was it the first or the second?
1996, 1987.
My last year of primary school was 1995, if that helps.
Mate, I didn't go to school, you. How the fuck would that help me?
No.
I wandered through, I'd still get in a kid's ticket. And once I'd got in...
Even when you had the beard?
Mate, for about £15, that was me for tea in the park. Went up and bought it myself.
Fucking yes.
It's like, kid's ticket. And when I was going to meet my mates, I wandered through a smaller tent and there was No Doubt. Just a Girl, is that their first?
Yeah.
Just a Girl, wandered in, wandered out. You couldn't fucking do that now, could you? Because it's a retail park.
That's true. Do you know what I'd say to No Doubt if I saw them? Fuck No Doubt. I fucking hate them. Absolute
even at that
pits,
point,
man.
Even at that point,
see that fucking don't speak.
Bit of 90s ska punk.
No, 90s ska punk's the fucking worst.
What's the 80s ska punk? 80s ska punk.
Some 80s ska punk's no bad, but 90s ska punk was all just, they were so daft on saxophones and trumpets.
And pork pie hats.
Aye. And fucking checkerboard vans. Dicks. I hate it, no doubt.
But just to see a band that would then go on to fucking global domination.
Brutal.
Bananas.
Just fucking doesn't make sense to me. It's a bit like that Scottish twittering again. But the guy, when I read, like, there was quite a few kind of like big names, sort of saying, how he was like dead inspiring and all that sort of stuff.
A lot of Manchester bands.
I mean, I only really knew like that song, and there's an art cracking song they did called Talk Talk. If you like 80s music, then it's good. A lot of synth heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a bit of synth. Yeah. God rest his soul.
Right.
Made a couple of good tunes.
This one, we only realised when John mentioned it up. Mentioned it up.
Brought it up.
Mentioned it up.
When we were writing up the notes. Hal Blaine.
Right. It was on the BBC today, and he was a drummer. I read the story, no idea who he was, but it turns out that 90-year-old drummer. It turns out that he was a guy. That I wasn't doing that for dramatic effect. I just had a wee frog. He was the guy who did the drum beat at the start of "Be My Baby" by the Ronettes.
Yeah.
The doom, 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 doom.
I didn't recognise
Phil Spector heavy.
Phil Spector, aye. But when it turns out he drummed for like loads of people. It was so Brian Wilson sort of mentioned.
I went into the list of songs recorded that he features on. It's alphabetical. It's that long we've had to give them.
Fucking
so
hell.
let's just look at A. A Hazy Shade of Winter.
Aye.
A Little Less Conversation. America. Annie's Song. Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In. At the Zoo, again by Simon and
Fucking
Garfunkel.
hell.
Let's go into the B's. Batman theme. Be My Baby. Bossa Nova Baby. The Boxer. Bridge Over Troubled Water. California Dreamin'. It's California Girls, not the... What else we got? Can't Help Falling in Love. Cecilia. Crackling Rosie. That's only C.
Crackling Rosie is one of my karaoke tunes.
Do you think he's one of these guys that had this massive cultural legacy and died a pauper, or do you think he had plenty of dough?
I don't know. See, he's like, it would been like if he was a session drummer,
he would have paid in the day.
Flat fee.
I bet it would have been a low fat fee.
Aye, there's your 30 quid. Thanks for
a low fat fee.
Low fat flat fee.
Pasteurised.
Actually, the name didn't hit me, but when I searched a photo, I realised that I knew who he was. I'd watched a documentary about drumming a while ago, and they were basically saying he invented modern drumming. The setup of the way,
4/4.
Yeah, the setup of the kit was basically his setup, and everybody just adapted onto it.
Copied it for there.
Yeah, and it came from sort of New Orleans marching band,
Right.
and he put all the marching band parts together in one kit.
Imagine it would have been like if he came for Lark Hall.
I was just thinking. Belfast resident, Hal Blaine.
It was weird watching
His father built the Titanic.
Stuart Copeland and Taylor Hawkins discuss him.
When have you ever seen Taylor Hawkins be less than thrilled?
But
He's so excited about everything.
he did nearly die.
Did he? What of?
He was daft on the heroin.
Choked on a drumstick.
Bernard Matthews one.
You know those old Alanis Morissette gigs back in the day were wild.
Aye.
But no, he did. He OD'd, and I think it was Dave Grohl. Like, kind of was like, "Oh fuck, here we go
so
again."
It was after. It was Foo
Yeah, I
Fighters
think it was
time.
kind of Foo Fighters time.
Taylor got up. Come on.
Must be shite.
Taylor!
The second best drummer in your band.
Ask Ringo. What was the other
Or
one?
the Phil Collins band.
See, the other one with drummers was the one that I always used to notice and go, "There you are again, you sneaky bastard." Was the Cranberries drummer.
Right.
Played on Fairy Tale in New York with the Pogues.
Really?
Same guy. And there's another sneaky bastard that pops up again, as if there's some kind of world drummer shortage. Was Ed Chesters from the Blue Tones.
Right.
Played on, do you remember that song Happy Chick?
Oh, right, aye.
He played on that, same haircut, same drum kit, all the way through.
Just turn up.
Just sometimes session. You think if Hal Blaine was that good, he would have got a band. You know, he must have been an absolute dick. Like, just somebody horrible to hang about with. You just in there flicking people's...
Maybe I should have got into session drumming instead of playing in a rap metal band.
Everybody should have got into session playing before playing in a rap metal band.
Yeah, there's a fucking so many different things out there, rather than being into... I'd actually almost rather be in a 90s ska band.
How long were you in a rap metal band for?
Um,
Bearing in mind this was a scene that lasted 6 weeks.
So it would have been... So I was in secondary school, and my pals asked me if I wanted to be in it. So that'd have been
97, mate.
1998
Right.
to 2001 when
Wow,
I finally went.
the golden age of rap
So,
metal.
so you wasted 3 years on a 6-week scene?
Yeah.
Thinking, oh, I'll come back around.
How many of you wore back to front baseball caps?
Just the rhythm guitarist.
Yeah.
How many of you owned a skateboard?
None of us. Oh, it wasn't a skateboard.
How many of you owned an American football jersey?
He's sitting there in a fucking Baltimore Ravens hoodie.
No, I'm talking actual jersey. Aye, he's nodding.
Well, our band was called Locker 30.
Why?
Because in secondary school, locker number 30, the lock had been removed. So everybody used it as a bespoke bin. And
Just named yourself after
we
a
took a wee
fuck
guy
locker.
called Peter, who was the shortest guy in the year, and we put him inside the locker upside down. So that became a legendary story. And then
Fuck's sake. Anybody know how Peter's getting on these days?
Plays techno next door. just to fuck with Gary's podcast.
Peter, if you're listening and you need to talk to anybody,
That's a genuine offer.
yeah, that's a genuine offer.
Gary,
he loved it.
Gary,
He
Oh, he loved it?
was
Oh,
making
did he?
it,
Aye. Was he going, fucking, this is agony?
laughing through the tears. At least put a hole in the door.
At least let me keep my trousers on.
But yeah, we had some good gigs in the Cat House, some gigs in Fury Murray's.
Okay.
I was never really a type of music I was into, but I just was happy being involved.
Just loved the band.
People stopped bullying me once I was a drummer in a band.
Yeah.
I could have been that guy in the locker.
Nah. I've never ever got the whole fucking limp wristed and fucking... I hated them, man. Like Stinking Park. Scum 41.
You really did hate them all, didn't you?
Oh, shit.
What's your Papa Roach one?
Wait, it was at Last Resort.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Or
Good
Charlotte.
the shit Charlotte, I used to call them. The shit Charlotte.
Is that what you used to call it?
That's what you used to call it. There's this shit Charlotte one again. That's making me famous. Your foot started tapping there, Gary.
Just can't help it. I just automatically go into the...
You never lose it, Gary?
The other guys, two of the guys in the band, I think we've spoken about this before, they were huge Insane Clown Posse fans.
Were they Juggalos?
They were Juggalos.
Right,
Why is this the third time I've heard the name of that band?
What about Alien Shit Farm? What about them?
See,
you can't play their Smooth Criminal anymore.
Well...
Was MD playing it beforehand?
Absolute zeros.
That nightclub in Glasgow City Centre called Reflex. Places that's doing drinks promotions in WKD.
It was the peak time for wacky bassists.
Usually quite chunky fellas. Sometimes they would have just like a braided beard.
Yeah, or a goatee.
That was purple. Cunts.
Where do you stand in the Offspring?
First album. The first album was good. I had like self-esteem and stuff like that on it. And then they brought out another album, and see that Pretty Fly for a White Guy nonsense. That was the point they became like Nickelback. That's the
that
point
was the point that everybody kind of got into them. That was the point I became aware of.
Idiots.
But there was a lot of
Just
guys
idiots
in my school that had Offspring hoodies previously, who then stopped wearing them.
So you're saying come out and play is okay?
Yeah. Well, at the time, as a fucking 15-year-old boy, it was pretty cool. And then I went, right, there's actual music out there.
So I admire your honesty rather than sitting there or tweeting that you fucking like John Coltrane.
No, I don't like John Coltrane.
Right.
Cracker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They could really bring that back, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would they get to play it, though? It'd probably end up being fucking James Corden. Wouldn't it?
Why would you not just have Robbie Coltrane?
Don't think it would. I don't know. Unless you do them like now.
Aye,
like they've done with Cold Feet.
That's exactly what I meant.
What they've done with Cold Feet and turn it into a rom-com.
Or Partridge.
Have
you caught any of Fleabag yet?
I've only seen the first episode. Brilliant. Superb. The weird thing about it is I keep telling folk about it and they go, what's that? And then you go, you try and explain it and you just go, it's just about this woman living her life.
It's not up to you to sell it. You've got enough to sell this week.
I know. But I sometimes just like to have conversations where people can go, we watched that programme.
but you wouldn't have that problem if you said to people, did you see Abducted when everybody was watching? Or did you watch the R. Kelly thing? Or did you see the Michael Jackson thing? You do not have that problem because everybody has seen.
So have you watched the Michael Jackson documentaries?
No, I heard you talking about it earlier and I thought, do you know what? Let's get John Gavin's take on it.
It's fucking horrible. The thing I kind of feel about it though is a bit like the R. Kelly thing. If only there'd been some kind of clue. All the years back, if only there'd been some sort of clue.
Or victims screaming out.
If only there'd been some sort of clue, like, fucking legal cases and shit. Or the fact that a 34-year-old man was saying to Wayne's to come and stay in his bedroom in his place where he's got a roller coaster for a year.
Gary.
Somebody's at some point surely must have went, here, wait a wee minute. What's going on here?
I was having the exact same rant with Ralph on the phone. See if I come into a bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
I buy a new build house and it's got a garage. I say Gary's a joiner, right? I say, Gary.
You're laughing for I could be a joiner.
No, my brain went to so many dark places when he's saying that he's got a house and he's phoning a joiner.
Right. Gary, if I come out about money, I want to convert the garage into a bar. Can you help me out? Cool.
It would obviously be an Irish bar.
It's through the fucking books, right? It's through the fucking books.
A neon Caffrey sign.
I phone fucking Gary up.
On the wall.
I phone Gary up and I say, Gary, want to come out to my bit and build a Ferris wheel and the waltzers? You're going, that's a cash deal, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a cash deal. Going, there's some things are right and some things aren't. See, as soon as he starts bringing in the fucking petting zoo, you're like, he's not going to eat all of them. It'd have been better if he'd fucking ate them.
The story's horrible. The thing though, and I was saying to you just before we started doing this, after watching that and watching the Abducted in Plain Sight, there's just so many patterns in the behaviour, and certainly in the way that the kind of the ones that were the victims, the way that they talk about it, but still talk about it in that kind of weird fondness, where there's like still an affection there. It's fucking I don't know how folk can. And again, with the R. Kelly one, that story's been going about for fucking years. Why did it take? And do you know another thing about the R. Kelly documentary? I fucking gave up 2 episodes in because I thought to myself, I don't need to hear tales of sex abuse with a weird fucking R&B tune in the background. It was like fucking listening to it on Kiss FM.
Aye.
It was really, really weird though, because there's all these women going, it was really tough, and all you hear in the background is do-do-do-ch. They kept playing these songs as well.
Stop fucking giving us slow jams when
kids
are getting fucked.
They fucking played I Believe I Can Fly. R. Kelly gets money for that.
You're joking.
He gets fucking royalty money.
No, but who okayed it? See when it comes through across the record company's desk, what would happen there when they ask for permission?
Somebody would need to sign that off.
They're saying, we're making a documentary about Robert.
Robert, he's an offer boy. That's what they would say.
Do you need to know the context?
Is that
no?
Is there a point where they say, well, this is the last chance we're going to have to exploit any money out of these songs, so I go for it?
Possibly.
Like, it's not going to be up to R. Kelly. He doesn't have the right to stop them. It's up to the publishers and the record label. So if they're thinking, well, somebody's going to give us money for this, batter on.
There's part of me thinks that...
Do you know what I was trying to do there? I was trying to find out if Hal Blaine had played in any Michael Jackson or R. Kelly records, but nothing came up.
No, Hal wouldn't have stood for that. Why would he have took his boy David up with him?
You waited so long.
I know.
Well, do you know what has sprung up that's really unfortunate? On the 8th of February 2019, rare interview with George Harrison and Michael Jackson on Earth. Like that. Fucking bury it. Please bury it.
I only watched the first part
of the.
I watched it when it was happening. See when it was happening and he was alive and he could have been charged. But a lot of the victims took the money, which then stopped other victims coming forward and some victims coming forward. It's a bit of a fucking mess.
The one that took the money though, that was clearly
he had
done
a fucking
for money.
Lloyd's chemist in his kitchen. What was he doing to these fucking children's arseholes? And who fucking covered it up?
Well, I don't know if you're planning on watching the second one. You're obviously planning.
R.I.P. Hal Blaine.
But the thing with the guy, is it Wade Robson? I think his name is. Who he ended up becoming at the point when it went for the trial, when Jackson was still alive. At that point, he was the choreographer for NSYNC, Britney Spears, doing stuff for like all the kind of big acts. He was one of the world's most prominent choreographers. He's 21-year-old. And they've said to him, you can tell the truth. And the way he kind of puts it across is to say, at that point, I didn't want to have to bring up what had happened. And I knew that if I did bring it up, it would completely destroy everything that I'd achieved and everything that I was going to go for. And it was only kind of like when he then started, he had his own son, and then he started having like really fucked up dreams about what would happen if that happened with his son. And he thought, no, if somebody actually did that to my son, what would I do? And that was the point. He was like, nah, fuck it. I can't cod this in any longer.
There was 2 things that stopped me from watching it.
You hadn't paid your council tax and it kicked you
out. There was a moment where the guy was talking about, how he'd been left by his parents while they went to the Grand Canyon. And he was talking about how he felt like he was having a good time and he was loved and it was a great. And I was just for a second, I went, "Oh, so it's not like Jimmy Savile. It's not like he was like doing this against their will." And then I suddenly realised what I was even thinking and was fucking disgusted with myself. And then I had a radio interview with Taj Jackson, one of his nephews.
That's child abuse in itself.
And he was saying,
Taj Jackson, fuck's sake, that was one of his moves. That was terrible. I'm sorry.
In the 90s, the FBI had 70 full-time employees only investigating Michael Jackson.
It would only have took one.
Well, and they couldn't. apparently couldn't get enough evidence against him to do anything. And I was like, I'm going, Christ, I'm trying to fucking justify in my head, going, no, it's probably, maybe he didn't do it. And then I thought, you know what, I actually don't want anything to do with this anymore. And I just turned it off. I don't know, and I'll never know whether something did happen or something didn't happen. But I don't want to look into it. I don't want to investigate it.
I think if they're going to look for retribution, they should jail his dad. Because that's where the root of the whole fucking thing came.
He's already away. Is he not dead as well?
Yeah.
Who are you going to get after? Randy?
Yeah.
You going to get Tito? You going to chase Tito
did him
for
on
the
a
money?
Celebrity Day.
Did we?
Because I thought it was the good Joe Jackson.
I've maybe blocked him out.
Nah, based on the way that the guys were talking, let's say the abducted in plain sight one I would use is quite a comparison.
Yeah.
It just gone. There was parallels with the way that woman talked about.
How can Netflix get these people to talk in the police and the FBI?
Oh, I mean, chugging off the boy. That abducted in plain sight one. The da chugging the guy off. That's the only thing about that documentary that everybody's talking about.
I've not watched it.
Have you noticed it?
And
I've seen the meme, but I don't know.
Chugs the guy off.
Is it
the guy that's chugged off's doing things with his daughter and his wife?
Do you think?
And he just talks him into it, and I'm all.
He fucking treated the family like a Panini sticker album. That's me going them all.
He's sitting with the dad going, "I'm not getting anything at him. Can you give me some relief?" And the dad, that's the words. That's the words the dad uses. Can you give me some relief? And then he goes, and I did.
And he going, but what he was really looking for the boy to go, do you know what, things will get better.
Have you tried Gaviscon?
But what happens? And the guy giving the chugs heed, he's going, this has moved straight to wanking.
Never,
not like there's no.
Never took me for my.
There's no
never
islands
took me.
in between.
He never took me for breakfast.
Aye, just fuck it, nothing in between. Going, Gary, see if I say to you, do you know what? I'm tired of my own two hands.
This is a conversation I've had with so many folk. This is I'm enjoying it.
Would you jump straight to? Do you know what? I'm going to need to give Chris a wank here.
You're right. It would take some breakfast or something to
scrambled eggs,
grease the wheels of industry,
or somebody pointing a gun at you.
Aye.
I don't know. I mean, the more I'm talking, the more I'm sounding like a big homophobic guy. That's not the case.
I've just never. Shoot wanks. Aye, don't fucking go on a 6-part Netflix series and go, I've been a victim here. You're dishing out wanks in a motor. It's a fucking very grey area.
I've just never felt the need to wank off a guy. And certainly never somebody who's also pumping my missus.
I'm really, really angry with you. But
and R. Kelly, though, to try and sum this whole fucking horrible tales thing, they fucking knew about it for years. There was a video of him doing it. And how the fuck I don't understand how, particularly R. Kelly, where it's been so known for so long that is all the kind of fucking shit he's involved in.
And they try to make out Kanye's the weirdo.
But why is R. Kelly been taken down? But David Bowie and Jimmy Page are fine.
Better records, mate.
I think with him, I don't know. I think I get the impression with him it was more like groupies that were turning up, and it was like there wasn't like the whole fucking locking them up in a place and make them fucking wear the same clothes, make them wear velour tracksuits.
That's bad.
He fucking did, mate.
He fucking did.
Did he?
He made them kick about in velour tracksuits, and then they would.
Why would you want to make somebody look like a car seat?
Don't know. Just soft to touch.
Was it? He was trying to make them dress up as like Aaliyah.
How did she die?
Plane crash.
Officially?
Mm-hmm.
It was her only way out.
Something tells me it was around about Martha's Vineyard, but I don't know if that's a Kennedy that did that.
Was it not run about the same time as Lisa Left Eye Lopez?
Yeah.
No, that was a good while later.
Oh, was it?
She was a car crash as well.
In some place where they didn't really research stuff. I think Aaliyah shares a bunk bed with Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
I think Lisa Left Eye Lopez, if there is an afterlife, is in a bad place. She was mental.
Is she a bad egg?
Oh, she set fire to a house and all that.
If it was R. Kelly's,
no,
if it was R. Kelly's house, then she's not in a bad place now.
Who's the guy? It's a basketball player. Is it? I want to say Sean Iverson. Iverson, anyway. Right. I don't know if you remember. There used to be like basketball jerseys with Iverson kicking about for a while.
He was a Chicago Bull.
Possibly, he was a big NBA player anyway. But that was
Gary wore one at his gig at Strawberry Fields in 2000.
No, mine was a Shaq O'Neal Orlando Magic jersey I had.
Oh, it's classic with the big star across it.
Pinstripe.
Very cool, Gary. Very cool.
Fucking Miss Walker.
No, I was meaning that sarcastic. That's who she was going to be, and I think she thought he was cheating on her, so she decided
a fireman.
She decided to burn his trainers and set fire to his mansion. That's what happened.
Because his shoes were the same size as his house.
but
I don't even think he was one of the big ones. Well, he was a big fella, but by NBA standards, he was just a wee chap.
7 foot.
He was like the NBA equivalent of Nacho Novo.
But it's still never a level of success we could get to. See, when she was setting fire to his shoes, it probably was his own branded sneaker.
He probably never even paid for those shoes.
Aye. He probably had another pair. He probably had another house.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went missing, driving Morgan Mundy's fucking motor in the Caribbean somewhere.
Do you know, it was just when you're saying about trainers, I had a weird flashback to a thing I saw. It was all about fake stuff.
Right.
It's on the iPlayer. And they just talk about fake stuff all about, and it's all about like Xanax.
Is it Stacey Dooley?
No, thankfully, it's not Stacey Dooley, because otherwise it'd have been, no, the problem with fake stuff is that things ain't nice. Because people get hurt.
I was not aware that these drugs did so much damage.
And who would have thought that knives would have caused so much crime? Fucking. But it was somebody similar. No, it's toothy. But they were talking about fake stuff, and they showed this factory in Manchester that they knew was running, doing fake trainers. Right?
Is anybody else get the theme tune to Only Fools and Horses playing in their head?
Oh, no, this was industrial scale, like fake stuff, right? So at the back of this factory, there's just loads of trainers, but it's just like one trainer. It's like like what they would put out in the hang, right? So it's just but it's all like brand spanking new looking trainers. So there's like Nike or Jordans, like that are worth about like 200. Well, if they were real, worth about 200 quid. But just the left one, just left in a puddle at the back of a factory in Manchester. It's like a really weird shoe museum.
Right, so what, do they have like one bit of the factory making the lefts and the other making the right so they can't nick them?
The lassie didn't get into the factory to find out how or why that had happened. But they showed like a lot of fake drugs. Xanax is the thing. Apparently, if you take...
Where are they fucking selling that?
Apparently, I think it's the grime scene and stuff like that. A lot of them take the Xanax and then they drink something with it. I don't know what they drink with it.
Meth?
But nah, it's some sort of... Son tells me it's cough medicine, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
But the Benzie?
I think it's like cough medicine mixed with like cola or something, and they drink it out of like big... like fucking the cups you get out at the cinema.
Does that sound like a fun scene?
Nah.
What does Xanax do? Is it not a sleeping tablet?
Yeah.
I think it's one of these ones that is a sleeping tablet, but it's almost like if you fire through the sleepy bit,
right?
Then
you got a buzzy buds.
I think if you fire through the sleepy bit and then you drink some cough medicine,
then you listen to some grime.
Mm-hmm. Then you listen to some guy telling you about his manner.
Oh, it's like this guy punk one.
But yeah, so fake Xanax, that's a big deal these days. Guy was pumping out roughly about 1,000 tablets an hour.
Right.
In a warehouse.
I saw a question online this week that it's, you know, when somebody asks a question, it's something you've never thought of before, but I thought it was really interesting. What are you supposed to do when everybody else is singing happy birthday to you?
Right.
What do you do?
Just smile.
Happy birthday to me.
Do you sing along?
Happy birthday to me.
I usually just look at people and go, oh, you. Oh, you.
To wag your finger.
Oh, you got me off. You got me a beauty.
Do you know what? I was I did put a message on Patreon today to say that we're looking for questions.
Right, okay.
Just for you and Gary to answer the night. And I thought, fuck it, I'll just Google image John, get a picture, and I'll put it next to the picture. See when you search John Gavin comedian, or John Gavin the dead actor, John Gavin the comedian comes up. They just brazenly tell the world that you're 40 years old.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
100%.
100%.
You
Pulls
fucking...
it from Google, pulls
I'm
it
not
from
even
somewhere.
40.
Mate, I thought I would bring it up.
No, wait a wee minute. Where are you at it?
You know I do not.
Is this
tell
just
lies.
a Google image search?
No, just type John Gavin comedian.
John Gavin. Have you fucking went on Wikipedia or
No,
something?
I wish I had. I thought it. See when you were setting up your own Wikipedia page, I thought it's just put 1979. So they don't.
I've
they
got it
don't
up
know.
there.
Oh, it's because I was born in 1979. That's what it
Mate,
is.
they fucking nailed you a belter. Could
They've
that
just-
impact ticket sales?
No, not really. I was born in 1979.
Yeah.
After you,
Well,
don't even act it.
I was.
I know this
born
is one. I know that.
1989.
I know I've just went fucking through the fourth wall of this podcast and given away your real age.
I don't.
I've broke the fourth wall.
You need to give the listeners more credit than that, mate.
John and I had a discussion last weekend of going, actually, you know what? Chris has been so unclear and given so many different references that neither of us actually know what age he really is. It's a mystery.
Nah, I know what age it is. I know
Timeless.
it. I know it. Do you know the one? I don't know. I've not done it for a while, but I remember once travelling to a gig somewhere down in England, and I was on a National Express bus and was bored. So what I was doing Google image searches for other comedians.
Do you know what? You can't do that anymore.
They changed that.
Aye.
Like, so what you used to be able to do is if you did a Google image search for somebody, right, or like say I did a Google image search for like tramp, right, and then it would just bring up loads of pictures of tramps,
Right.
and then what I would do is type in Gary Black in the search bar to make it look like I'd searched for Gary Black, and that was the images that come up, right?
Right, okay.
So I was going to do that for Conroy, and you know
Do
what's coming,
That's the way to tell the story.
right? So I thought,
Is it still the same?
I don't know. I've not done it for a good long while, right? But where it used to be,
Get Gary to do it.
Right.
Get Gary to do it.
the
Right now.
Google image search for Chris Conroy, and it was this.
This has turned into the vanity section.
What actually happened was it was an image.
Is it still there?
Wait, no, see, I'm going to quickly see before I do the big reveal here. Apparently there's a Chris Conroy actor. No, it's just bringing up loads of
He's
pictures
really-
of some
He's really
actor.
handsome, Chris. That's
Yeah.
disappointing.
He wasn't on the acting scene when we did this. But no, the photo that was coming up is the number 2 image search on fucking Google Images was a boy pumping his missus from behind and doing like a big thumbs up.
With a baseball cap on?
Baseball cap on.
Excellent.
I can't mind if it was back to
God,
front.
how can you have time to set up the camera but not take your hat off?
I mean, the two of them looked like they were having a rare time. It did look like an amateur setup that was happening. I don't think they were professional actors.
I don't know if he was more proud to be having sex or if he was more proud of the hat.
I'm just laughing because I'm looking at the Google image search thing and it's got related searches. Chris Conroy body.
Yes!
Chris Conroy umpire. Chris
Baseball.
Conroy beneath.
No.
Don't know. He's in Professor Marsden and the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's one of those supermarket release rip-offs. It looks a bit like Wonder Woman, but it's not
made in a
really.
warehouse in Manchester.
Yeah.
There was somebody put up one of them before, or I might have seen it somewhere, and it was saying like Dinosaur Island. It was totally Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Dinosaur Island.
I've seen Jeff Goldblum tweeting this week after scientists said that they did have the technology they could make a dinosaur.
As he gave up in the jazz. I don't know if you've seen that. He was touring with his jazz band.
What was he playing?
I think he was playing the piano.
Good for
He
him.
wasn't playing the piano. It was the piano.
I did a Facebook group, but I've not used it in a while. And it was called The Same Photo of Jeff Goldblum Every Day. and every day they just put the same picture of Jeff Goldblum up, and it made me laugh. It was like, there he is.
Is it just the exact same photo every day?
Every day. There's a couple of people there's a couple of comics that repeat stuff.
Yeah. Lemmy does the one, Daft Punk.
Sound of the Summer.
But you're thinking about Joe
McKeown. He just puts up, I wish it could be Christmas every day, and then like the video, and then it's always just a only.
I've seen that now that you mention it.
Ali Houston did one, but Groundhog Day. But he stopped doing that as much.
Yeah, you got to have the commitment to see it through.
I know every time, roughly around about early March, I put out the same one as saying, please buy tickets to my show. I've not sold enough. I always seem to sell it, but I don't know what's happened this year.
The algorithm's fucked you, mate.
Mm-hmm. I haven't done a video on a motor.
What was the other one? You don't want those crowds, mate.
No.
You don't want those crowds. What was it?
I prefer my audience members when they don't have poppies in their profile photo.
Yeah.
Or if you look through their past profile photos and it's like the French flag, then it was the fucking, then a Union Jack.
Well, I tell you what, all those people changing their profile pictures has stopped anything else happening in Manchester.
No,
blue line.
The amazing thing I love about the ones with particularly the French ones, is somehow inappropriate the photos that folk have got. Yeah. So it's like a photo of them like holding a dildo. That's what they put on the previous month before, and then when the France attack happened, they changed the photo of them holding a dildo, but with a French flag draped to it.
That's a social experiment. That.
Fucking no right.
That's a social experiment. How easy is it to get them to do stuff? Lest we forget.
John, do you have a cinema of choice?
My bedroom. I don't really go to the cinema that often. Cinema? Nah.
I went this week to
some sort of superhero movie, aye?
Yeah, Captain America.
Oh, right, okay.
I went to Odeon Lux at Glasgow Quay.
Is it not Captain Marvel?
What did I say?
Captain America.
Aye.
America.
That's how many of these fucking things are.
America would never vote a female.
That's true. A female captain.
Yeah. There's actually so many of these superhero movies that it's actually managed to fox you.
Yeah.
That you forgot their names.
There's some states in America the superheroes actually outnumber the normies.
There's fucking too many spin-offs.
So this Odeon Lux cinema, every seat is a leather lazy boy with reclining action.
Right.
Most comfortable seat I've ever sat in.
Cool.
I don't think I'll ever be able to go to a normal cinema ever again.
How much of a price difference?
£11 for a Friday. So not really that much. And it wasn't like, some cinemas you need to choose like your seating level. Every seat and every screen in this cinema is the same.
Was it full?
No, it was during the day on Friday. So it was kind of half full.
Just you and 3 other virgins?
Yeah.
Do you know what was trending on Twitter today? I don't know if you saw this. VL World. I'm sure it sounds like
that sounds like my ideal holiday.
I'm sure it sounds like
it's like they opened their sandals in Rossi.
Right. I'm sure it sounds like Visual Learning World Conference, but it was trending on Twitter. VL World #VL World. And I was going to put something on about it, and then I thought, I'm just falling into that Scottish Twitter trap. But yeah, #VL. I'm going to, I'll see what it is about. It's like some sort of fucking learning event.
See, when we were talking there about the profile pictures and the France flag in Manchester, and I stand with
ISIS.
Aye, all that stuff.
#VL World 2019.
Get me in.
What did it say, Gary? Just to prove.
Are there slides they're going to actually teach you?
Yeah, it's
do you think
visible learning. Do
you think we need any sort of profile picture covers for the IRA attack on Glasgow this week? Is anybody fucking buying that?
No.
Like,
they're only, I think by tomorrow they'll have changed it to so-called IRA.
Aye, sometimes IRA. Maybe IRA.
They were trying to justify it on the news today, saying, they used a code word. It was a known code word.
It's us.
We planted the bomb. That was a terrible accent.
See, during the whole time of the Troubles in Northern Ireland,
They never messed with here.
neither side did.
No.
Now we're getting to the bit where they maybe need to put a border. They'll go, you better watch those fucking Irish. You're going, they've done it with Islam. They're doing it with... See if you're buying into that shit.
I attribute it to potentially a bit like the bit in the film Four Lions, where it's the guy, Barry, who says that he wants to bomb the mosque. I don't know if you've seen the film, but he's trying to radicalise the Muslims, so he thinks that by bombing the mosque, that will radicalise the Muslims. That's the only way that's happening.
Predominantly came from English papers today. The Evening Standard. When did the Evening Standard fucking report on Glasgow Uni?
Well, what happened to me today is in my work computer, we seem to be getting like Google notifications through Google Chrome. So but it's off of things that are never gone, like hello. So I've seen so many headlines about Meghan Markle.
Like the person who had the computer before you or something?
Fuck knows how it's happened. But the Daily Mail is one of the ones that comes up.
Yeah.
And the Daily Mail announced it with this notification saying the IRA are back in capital letters. It's like they were so excited.
It's like the Embracing Gomez reunion gigs. You may remember us from our tour of Birmingham.
That whole 90s retro thing has come back around again. It's timely.
I did see several attempts at that joke today as well.
Right, see,
and it's just like,
right. See whoever's pushing the buttons on these stories to go, we better get away from Ireland. Just say it was the IRA, say it was the UVF, say it's something spilling over into the UK, we need to be separate. Why did they not make it a fucking French terrorist organisation? Or Italian, or Spanish, or German?
Bader Meinhof.
Bader Meinhof. That's fucking a couple of levels that works on.
I know.
Do you know, why the Irish? You know, why are they not going, the FIRA?
Do you think?
It was the PLO. It was the PLO.
It was P&O. Take back the ferries. Take back the ferries.
Do you think they're trying to get to a situation where they're like, no, we do want a hard border?
Aye. You're going, to protect us for these crazy French, German, Italian, ETA, IRA people. Fucking...
PETA.
It was PETA. It was more fucking likely PETA.
Bobby Peta.
Bobby Peta's Dutch. Get us out of this fucking corrupt European Union. What a strange fucking choice. We've been over this road before.
If the IRA were going to make a comeback, why Glasgow Uni? No, that's like fucking when Bros made their comeback, deciding to play fucking West Calder Masonic.
Imagine BBC Three made a documentary about the IRA's comeback, and they done the interviews going, I don't even know why I like them. They're fucking dicks.
Just Jerry Adams fawning at a guy backstage because he fucking couldn't sing the thing right.
Going, what a fucking... Right, Glasgow Uni.
Why Glasgow Uni?
Glasgow Uni is one of the only fucking places that you can segregate the schools by supplying the fucking teachers. If you were going to do it, you would go to a non-denominational uni, wouldn't you? Exactly. If you're going to tell a lie, at least make it believable.
The video that went viral of the girl who was fucking delighted to be involved in an incident is so
How
funny.
many times did she say like?
I've not seen this.
Like, I just went to uni and somebody said, oh my god, there's some sort of alert, we need to go. And I was like, what? What are you talking? And then...
Is it like a bomb? Like a bomb? Is this like a bomb alert? Can't even get into the library.
Bet she was wearing a big scarf.
Yeah.
And a rucksack.
Yep. A big yellow puffer jacket.
See, if you're going to tell the lie, why would you not make it count and take somebody else out? Like, this story is not getting reported in Ireland because they know, do you know what, they're fucking...
Aye.
They said today, they sent 5 packages and only one's been found.
Which is a cracking fucking bluff, isn't it? A cracking fucking bluff.
It sounds like some sort of 80s movie. With his car chases and stuff.
Did you see the fucking letter? Like, the police released the package. They spelled Dublin wrong in the return address. Not even Gaelic wrong. Fucking wrong.
Was it D-O-U?
Dublin.
Doubling.
Please return to Mick and Pat.
At the IRA. Dublin.
But then you're fucking having to read it. I was reading it on Twitter going, I can't believe, you know, like, that's exactly what you're getting at. What was the fucking tweet? It was football supporters saying, aye, well, good luck singing the songs about them when they're trying to bomb your city. Going, they are not trying to bomb your city. Theresa May is trying to fucking make you look over there and dislike somebody while they fucking systematically rape your own family. There'll be a Netflix documentary about this in 10 years' time.
I honestly think it's just somebody who likes the IRA. That's just thought.
A fanzine.
Aye. Because I'm sure, like, I know they say that it's code words and all that sort of stuff, right? But the internet's there. These code words haven't been about for a while, right? I reckon if you go on the dark web and said, anybody know the code words? It's a bit like, see if you've ever fucking, like, I don't know, try to find a stream for a Fitbit game, and somebody puts on going, anybody got a good stream for the game? It might be like that. Anybody get the stream for the code words for the IRA bombings?
You don't phone 101 at the Go of Mother's Maiden name.
Was it 101 they phone?
I don't know. You don't phone 101 and go if you get the code word. Is that an E?
I'd love to know what the code words were.
There's probably like they probably had to get like a.
See if you were in a terrorist organisation, you're going, right, we're going to send, you'd be giggling, you'd be going, we're going to send the code words through. Right, we're faxing them through now. Right, is it coming through? It's coming through. Shh, it's coming through. Can you repeat the code word back to me, you dirty brat? My dad's a dickhead. You would have fun with the code words, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. So, like, if they're going to
vagina.
Big pie.
If they're going to come back, though, they're going to have to modernise it. So they'll need to have like a YouTube channel.
Aye.
They're like and subscribe.
See if the IRA were back, they would be all over Instagram.
Yeah.
They seem like the sort of guys that would be on Instagram.
Oh, it's fucking...
See, I don't think it is them.
I don't think it is either. But
some radicalised...
Did anybody get jailed for the drones at the airport?
There wasn't any drones.
Do you know what I mean? It's they're fucking spoon feeding us this shit constantly. I keep a false flag in my pocket. I run about George Square every time one of these stories going, don't believe
it. So you don't have a flag in your pocket?
Well, just need to wait and see.
It's actually a handkerchief.
It's not a flag.
It's a false flag.
Some size of nose.
So
it's do you know what? It's just so unbelievable.
It would be a bit career suicide.
The IRA are sitting in the house now going, that wasn't fucking me.
The
UVF are going, what are the fucking IRA are up to?
No.
You fucking better get back on this.
No, the UVF are up the road going, nah. Plus the Rangers game's on the night anyway, so we're busy.
John, do you have a banhammer to finish us off tonight?
Yes, I do.
I've got one as well.
You get one as well?
Right, you go yours first.
Well, my banhammer happened through, it was a conversation that I had with Christopher on the phone one day.
Okay.
And what happened was I said to Chris, I don't know what's going on with John Walker, right? But I noticed in my timeline on Twitter, I just kept seeing all these like young lassies that all seemed to be wearing like Kings that was showing a lot of their boobs and stuff. And right tanned, off eyebrows on fleek, I think they call it.
You
right?
mentioned that. I've noticed that as well.
Mm-hmm. And it's all, again, a bit like the Scottish Twittery thing. It'll be like, well, some of them it's just new profile pic, hashtag new profile day, or things like, imagine hitting a pure whitey, oh, I wish I could phone in a McDonald's. Things like that kind of nature.
Do you think John doesn't realise if you like something?
40s of the Chinese dinners.
Yeah, aye. Or just ordered a munchie box or something. It's always quite things like that.
I love the way you're adding accents to the text.
I've just met so many of these people. Picked up the keys to my new Fiat Punto. Fiat 500. Traded up my 500 to a 1 Series.
I think
screen grabbing. screen grabbing messages for their dad saying, "Gonna just no, just going to stop being such a..."
Screen grabs of feminist statements, all with like Winnie the Pooh in the background. But they all seemed. The thing was, I was kind of going, "How is this stuff coming up in my timeline?" Because my timeline's mostly
it's curated.
Well, it's curated.
There's a virus.
There's a lot of Fitbit stuff. There's a lot of politics stuff, things like that. The thing I do like on Twitter is the thing Decent Patter, which is just, it is, although I'm saying the Scottish Patter thing, it's mostly Scottish videos that are funny. But it was John Walker was liking all these young females things, and I'm kind of going, I don't want to be signed up to John Walker's sex rituals.
The mating rituals of a boy from Cumbernauld.
Thing is, John will never listen to this episode because he's not on it, so we're going to need his friend to confirm or deny.
It is lucky I said it to his face.
Yeah. How did he defend it when you said it to him?
He just kind of went,
Was there a defence?
No, really. No. You were there, Gary, you saw it. He kind of just went,
Do you know what?
Didn't really say anything.
I wish...
I don't know if anybody else is picking up on this.
I've definitely seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I had a conversation. Well, no, it was a chat with one of the friends of the podcast, Gary Welsh.
Beautiful hair.
Oh, tremendous.
He's got a wonderful head of hair. Gary Welsh.
He does, yes.
Like a young Stuart Armstrong.
And when we were out, he makes Johnny Bravo look like a baldy.
Oh, aye.
When we were out for a couple of drinks last Saturday, Gary had actually mentioned it, going, that's the first time I've met John Walker properly, had a great chat about football. But then I had to remind him of his text message his WhatsApp message of the 29th of January this year. Here, is John Walker a bit of a creep? All he does on Twitter is like Fitbird's profile pics. Smiley face.
So are we saying that John needs a Netflix documentary?
In 10 years' time, whatever Netflix is then.
Dirty John. I think that is one of the Netflix ones that's in it now.
Dirty John Walker.
I think a bit like another case that I heard of this nature, they should just monitor his conduct over the next couple of years.
Okay.
Just in case. And if anybody goes missing.
I would love Walker to be able to defend himself, but...
He didn't when I asked him.
No, he didn't at all.
No, he
His
didn't
face
even.
just kind of went a bit purple and he went, shut up.
At first they started off with going, and then, shut up.
Do you know what? I don't follow Walker on Twitter because I like him face to face. I don't want to fucking read that avatars.
Well, I mean, he puts up stuff, and sometimes a lot of times it's like betting things or having a go at a football player.
Do you know?
He's always putting Arsenal related things up as well.
Do you know what'd be interesting? See, before anybody approaches him about this and says, "I fucking having a dig at you liking obviously female profiles on Twitter and a kind of sexual fishing escapade." What to do is go on to John's Twitter likes and see what he's actually liked and judge for yourself.
And let this be a warning to all of you that all your friends and followers can see what you're liking.
See, years ago when Facebook first came out, John was sending saucy messages with another girl. The two of them, it was like a mutual thing back and forward, but they were putting it in their status bar.
Brilliant.
Facebook was that.
Man.
They didn't realise that everybody like.
How hot and heavy did this get?
Oh, he still gets slagged about it off his mates, but I've never seen any of the messages. But he's admitted it in the podcast before, saying, when Facebook first came out, we thought we were just in this wee private message chat. It turned out the whole world could read the fucking the depravity.
That's like
And bear in mind, he had a really, really weird indie haircut at that point. Like, his hair was huge with a fucking big shed. Imagine that guy sending dirty messages. It
was like a sort of, almost like a DJ, a haircut that you might see a DJ in a Glasgow nightclub now. That haircut, it's really spiky, long and inflected at the back.
The Richie Houghton wig. I've got a banhammer that I want to put forward. Is that going in?
Oh, aye, we're back.
Yeah.
How are you phrasing this? Are you being that specific? Are you going to name John Walker? Or are you going to say men being weird online? Or are you going to say John Walker being weird online? Have any of us been entered into a banhammer yet?
No.
Whoa, we're through the fourth wall
We're
again.
fucking breaking ground here.
You're welcome, guys. I don't know. You could phrase it. John Walker needs to.
But Gary's just as bad with the predatory behaviour.
He does a wee bit.
You're passive predatory behaviour.
No, I'm helpful and nice.
Aye, that's the weird bit, though.
The weird bit.
Yeah.
Be honest.
That's like
God,
you.
I would not be helping you if you were a guy.
You'd almost like to be a cuckold. You'd like just to like watch your missus getting pumped and you go, would you like me to bring me a wee cup of tea?
I've defrosted the motor for you in case you need to get away.
Do you want me to bring you fresh pyjamas?
I've used the scraper because the de-icer will waste your seals.
Yeah, that's it. I have noticed that with you as well. Not for a wee while, Gary, but it was always stuff like, looking good there. Smiley face.
You're always trying to solve a problem for somebody that should get on with it themselves.
Yeah, I have enough experience of that happening in my life to not.
But why do you keep going back to get burnt?
Because I like being helpful.
Well, help some guys now and again.
Remember this thing I was talking about a pattern of behaviour earlier on?
Oh.
How did you not see it? The clues were all there.
Mate, I'm going to be the guy getting interviewed going, do you know what? No, I never seen it at the time. I tried to say it to them, but nobody was listening.
Lovely big guy, kept his cell.
Right, Mark, are we putting this in?
Yeah.
How's it phrased?
Fucking predatory behaviour for guys I do a podcast with.
Yeah.
Me and John's online behaviour.
John Walker. Not John, Gavin. 10 out of 10. 15th of March. Webster's Theatre.
Tickets available.
Only a few tickets remaining, so you better be quick.
A few tickets remaining.
Somebody will buy a ticket. No, I'm not going there. I've fucking spoke a lot about this. I'm not giving them the fucking rope to hang me. My banhammer is chocolate bars kidding on that they're healthy protein.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And charging £2.90 for the fucking privilege.
For a Mars bar protein.
It's them. There's another one called Fulfill. There's little tiny, not so much the tiny packets of nuts, because that's just taking something and breaking it down into a smaller package and increasing your profit. Fair enough. But see, to actually come up with a put forward as a health bar, protein, 9 grams of protein, 10 grams of protein. It's a double decker.
But see,
stop charging £2.90 for it.
Was it not a Boost? Did a Boost not have something in it? Like back in the day, like.
When it first came out, it was
there's loads
like
of guarana.
Crack cocaine or something in it.
See, like the proper Mars bar protein. What is it added to it?
Oh, it'll be some kind of milk or whey, but they've just added something else to something that's already fucking really. It's and see the price here.
Double the price.
It's fucking ripped me.
No way.
See for the two. Oh. see for the £2.90. No, you could buy actual protein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
£2.90. Get your fucking.
Imagine how many eggs you could buy for it.
Mate, a dozen.
Aye.
You got a dozen fucking eggs.
Do them Rocky style.
11 grams of protein in an egg. You're not going to buy £2.90 worth of fucking chocolate masquerading. It's people wanting a quick fix rather than doing the fucking work. Eat a fucking egg.
Do you know it's possibly
have a fucking egg? £2.90. Not an Easter egg.
Oh.
Imagine a fucking whey protein Easter egg. £96.
I just converted to mini eggs because I thought that was giving me more protein.
Please stop buying this shit. Do not give them any encouragement.
Do you know, I think it's possibly the modern day equivalent of the slender tone belt. Mind folk used to think, if I just wear this belt and fucking zap myself. I tried it. I fell for that fucking thing. I used to turn it out of full blast just to see how long I could go.
The good thing now
sitting there like the Green Mile.
It's so sore.
If you're ever tased
I'm
by
sorry,
the police,
boss.
you can just keep on walking.
Just fucking. I folk used to fall for that shit all the time.
They're fucking selling it in petrol stations. They fucking drove.
Is there much difference between petrol station prices and newsagent prices?
Newsagents, less and less newsagents are carrying it because of the size of the shop.
Okay.
But a petrol station impulse
How
buy,
big are these chocolate bars?
mate,
For the size of the shop?
Size of a lime bar.
I've not really seen them.
Mate,
I've not went looking for them
they're,
enough.
They're fucking everywhere.
Aye.
But it's replaced that impulse buy. You know, it kind of going, I'll no get a double decker. I'm fucking watching my weight. Oh, hang on.
Is that like
There's
this
a
year's?
protein flavoured double decker.
Is that this year's burger bar?
Yeah.
Because they were everywhere for a while.
The place that you have seen them is like petrol stations that have vaping juice cabinets. They'll be underneath that.
Vaping. I'm going to have a quick vape while you see this, Gary. Aye.
Like they've got.
Hey, imagine you put vitamin C in fags.
Amazing.
Vitamin C in fags. That's the equivalent.
Yeah.
No, it'd be better vitamin D in fags.
Aye.
Aye, because that's the sunshine one. I take the vitamin D tablets to help with my mood. Steph keeps giving me them. My partner, she just keeps giving them. She started to give me some R tablet, and I don't know what it is. It's like a big horse tablet. So she comes up to me and she gives me 2 tablets like it's fucking one flew out of the cuckoo's nest in the morning.
I love the fucking idea of mashing a third one into your meals.
Do you ever feel like when you're away from her, you really, really miss her?
No, for the reason of the medication or anything like that. She just gives me. I wish them doing me a bottle of cherry cola.
He's worked with a big stoner.
Can't believe it's taken us 1 hour and 15 minutes to get to the real Netflix documentary.
The one thing that she does do with
Medicated in plain sight.
she takes a vitamin D, which is a wee white one, and then there's this. It's like quite a long rectangular, oval kind of shape. There's a brown one, but she takes another white one, and every time when she says them in the sideboard of that. I arrange them into a pair of cotton balls every day.
That's me away to work. Remember and take your suppositories.
Yep.
3 today.
Every day I fashion these 2 wee white tablets and this long brown tablet into a cotton balls.
Then before you wolf it down.
No, I only take the brown one and the white one. She takes 2 white ones. I don't know if she's taking them for her hair or something.
I read a thing. That see when they were testing, see how the story initially about Viagra was a heart medication, and they found out the side effect was stoners.
Yep.
One of the other things that they found out when they were testing that was that it actually reduced period pain.
Mm-hmm.
But the people conducting the study at the time went, fuck it, they'll get it.
That is how, like...
It's like an episode of Mad Men.
Fuck it, they'll get it.
Fuck it.
Do you know, if we say it's for stoners, it'll fly out the door.
The studies that showed ibuprofen and paracetamol, how they reduced pain, were only ever tested on men because at the time it was seen as unethical to test on women. So the dosage of painkillers is designed for men's bodies. And that's why a lot of times women will say, these painkillers don't really have an effect on me.
Can you imagine them looking at the test subjects and going, the guy monkeys are running about with stoners. And then the female monkeys are going, I've got half a cramp. I'm like, shut up, you're that fucking monkey. Shut up. Hey, stoners for the monkeys. Stoners. Yeah, you're all right, boys. They're fucking delighted. Shut that one down.
I don't know if I'll tell you about the. I was getting a prescription for the chemist, and a guy went in to buy Viagra, right?
You did tell me this, right?
So he goes in to buy the Viagra, but you've got to fill out a form, right? So the guy's stood filling out the form.
Saying that you're not a woman.
But one of the questions on it clearly must be, do you suffer from heart problems? Because obviously if it's doing things, if it's pumping blood to your bobby, that's not going to be good for your heart, right? This fucking idiot is ticked yes. So the woman, he stood there for ages filling out a form, which is already a wee bit of a beamer, getting in to buy Viagra and then get a knockback. Because he filled out the form being accurate.
It's, aye. It's fucking wild. I don't know why
bars.
that protein bars. Can I get that in?
Yeah, sure.
Can I get that in?
Once I see one, I'll put it in. I've still not seen one.
You'll notice them now that you've heard about them.
Right.
There's such a big. See, before we started recording, and I went round to get a bottle of juice. See the fucking range of juices, man. Going, we do not need 6 meters of fucking drinks. Like, see when the Russians take over after Brexit, we are fucked because we can't get a MacB lime and lime flavoured fucking water. Go on, remember it was like before the war.
How many different types of cola is there now?
Quite a few.
Terrifying. And still no every shop sells cherry cola. It's only... Have you tried cherry cola zero? It tastes like... See somebody to do like a piss in a soda stream after drinking cherry coke and then pour more piss in it. That's what it tastes like.
See if I was doing that, I would wash my hands after I dealt with the piss. Because that's fucking decent human being behaviour.
Right, this has been, we're already over 80 minutes. We should probably wrap this fucker up.
Okay. Do you know what? We had to put tickets to sale.
Yeah. Aye. We missed out on so much content we were going to discuss as well.
Aye.
But which stories did we miss?
Brexit's fucked.
Yeah.
Some companies in Scotland are starting a 4-day working week. I've got a sore back this week. That's it.
That was that?
Yeah.
That was that.
I was just looking for sympathy.
Oh, Gary.
Did you get any excitement on this week, Gary? I'm
going to John Gavin's excellent show.
What date's it on?
Friday the 15th.
And which venue?
Webster's Theatre.
Surely there can't be any tickets left.
Well, I don't know. I think there might be 1 or 2 Romanian tickets.
Under the name Ceausescu.
The Romanian section.
Catch you guys next week.